Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the channel. Match reaction, yes, before we get underway with this, subscribe to the channel and also smash a like on the video. So yeah, finished at the Pirelli Stadium, Burton Albion 1, Doncaster Rovers 2. Yeah, I mean, where do we start? Starting lineup. No Shade on the bench. No Revan on the bench. Van Kooten on the bench. Why? Just why? I mean, I will get onto that a little bit more in a bit, but especially Shade, just why? So yeah, obviously the game started. Poor start, weren't it? Penalty for them. Jack Armour give away the penalty. And yeah, they make it 1-0 Doncaster. I mean, that straight away from the second minute is just, it's a gift for Doncaster. It doesn't have to happen. That challenge from Armour doesn't have to happen. He's let himself down there and I'm peed off with that. Sure, a lot of, and every single Brewers fan is as well. That's really poor from Jack Armour, it really is. So yeah, they made it 1-0. And 10 minutes later, they score again to make it 2-0. So, yeah. So 1-0 in the second minute, and 10 minutes later, in the 12th minute, 2-0. I mean, that for me there was game match done anyway. Regardless, I just don't know, I just thought it. I mean, today I did talk to a couple of my mates who I did say to that this could be a banana skin of a game today against Doncaster. And it's proved to be. But yeah, it was 2-0 in 12 minutes. So poor. First half, he did absolutely nothing really. Obviously, in the 31st minute, credit to Brad Collins, had a lot of stick from the last couple of games off some fans. And I mean, in a way, rightly so. You know, but at the same time, it was a defence as well. So yeah, good save for Brad Collins in the 31st minute. Otherwise, it would have been 3-0. And that would have definitely been game match done, buried. It really would have been. So, yeah. And then, I mean, later on in that second half, we had one maybe good chance to maybe report. Obviously, Jack Armour at fault for the penalty. He had a header. Obviously, scored a header away at Bolton from a corner. And he nearly scored a header in this game. Obviously, not too long before half-time. But it you know, weren't even on target, just missed the post. So, yeah, 2-0 at half-time, going into the second half. And now this is where Bowyer brings Shade, Revan and Van Kooten on. So, you know, and all of them, for me, should start. Why they're not starting, but I'll come on to that after we've gone through the second half. I mean, yeah, straight away it looked better. A lot better. It really did. And we were trying to push. I mean, Doncaster didn't really do much second half, got to be honest. And in the 74th minute, we capitalised from Lofthouse, obviously scored in the last game, Lofthouse. And I thought he had a really good second half yet again, Lofthouse. So credit to him. He played well. I thought he was one of the better players tonight, Kyron Lofthouse. And he got a well-deserved goal. And of course, after that goal, Beasley, obviously all the rumours on deadline day about him potentially going to Bradford or Barnsley. And obviously he stayed at Burton Albion, our club. And yeah, he had a shot, went in the goal, but the ref ruled it out. So yeah, it was 2-1. I mean, then after that, really, we pushed, tried to get an equaliser, but we didn't. Obviously, Chalk did go off injured. Andy Cannon did come on in the game as well. But yeah, 2-1 loss. I said in the previous video, the deadline day video, the last video done at the end of it, today's game against Doncaster is massive. And now Saturday against Port Vale is even more massive. That could be crunch time. That could be. I mean, obviously from going 2-0 down, you would take a point tonight. But yeah, I mean, Shade on at half time made a difference straight away. Why? Why is he not starting? Yes, he's just come back from injury, but he come on against Bolton for a decent amount of time, and then obviously come on at half time in the last game. So you'd in a crunch game like this, why is Shade not starting? Why is Revan not starting? What's Sebastian Revan got to do under Gary Bowyer to start a game of football? I just don't understand it. I really don't. He's a really good player. Obviously, we're without Dylan Williams tonight, who has been very, very good recently. And in a nutshell, really, him not being even in the side, why is Revan not starting? Like, I really like Sebastian Revan. I think he's a great player. But yeah, that is poor. And obviously defending for the goals. Jeez, I mean, obviously the penalty, obviously that's poor, shocking defending from Jack Armour. And He's let the team down there, to be honest. He really has. But the second goal, why is Chalk and Evans the ones furthest back trying to stop the goal from going in? I mean, Sibic and Armour tonight, shocking. Absolutely shocking. And I mean, only other than maybe one performance recently, and maybe two at a push, Sibic has been all right. But other than that, he has been trash, in my opinion. He's not good enough. And same with Armour, obviously, you know, Bolton away, I will say it, he did okay. He did okay. And obviously he scored a goal. But tonight, Jack Armour, awful. Van Kooten on at half-time. Honestly, I want to see Van Kooten in that back line at Port Vale on Saturday. Obviously, can't even speak now, but deadline day, obviously, the video I did before the deadline day video, I said that we needed a centre-back in on loan at least, and possibly even a centre-back in a permanent. And we didn't get either. We focused on a Sunderland player, right, that we were trying to get in on loan. Obviously, didn't come in the end, but we were looking at him and trying to get him in on loan. He never come in. Why are we looking to loan a winger from Sunderland when we have enough in those positions, in my opinion, anyway? Centre-back was the position we needed yesterday. Yes, it was a great window. We kept Tyree, Shade, Beasley, and I was buzzing. And Godwin Malife, I was buzzing. But that's yesterday. This is today. You know, this is not good enough. And centre-backs were needed. I'll give examples. Wes Harding from Millwall went on loan to Plymouth. He would have been all right. Real Walters from Luton Town has gone on loan to Blackpool, who can play right centre-back role. So what? I would have put him there and shifted Malife to left centre-back or something. It's not hard. So, yeah, those two, for me, are ones we missed on deadline day that could have come in on loan. God only knows what a club we're looking at. A winger from Sunderland who, may I add as well, is injury-prone a lot. So, obviously, he didn't come in. And, obviously, we looked at that Dennis from Notts County. I've already mentioned that in yesterday's video. So, yeah, we didn't do that. Overall, it's a great window. We got 3 players in, but we needed a centre-back on loan at least. And you know, at least one on loan, and I thought we needed a permanent, but I would have been happy enough with just one in on loan to the end of the season. But yeah, we didn't even fill that loan spot yesterday. But yeah, 2-1 loss to Doncaster Rovers. Fair play to them first half, Doncaster. They come, they got the goals, and they go home with 3 points. And they took their chances today. They capitalised on our defensive disastrousness at the back. And that is simply not good enough. On Saturday, like I say, Shade, Ravan, Van Kooten, and I want Evans dropped, but those 3, they should start. I mean, Evans should be dropped, Sibic should be dropped, Armour should be dropped, and yeah, Ravan starts. I don't know how long. Obviously, Williams going to be out for. Recording this straight after the game. Obviously, there's no press conference. Gary Bowyer, as far as I'm aware, for this game tonight. So yeah, they all need to start those 3, as I've mentioned those names. So yeah, say that again. Shade, Tyree, Shade. Sebastian Ravan, Van Kooten. Yep, those 3 for me definitely have to start. Canadom, I'm not going to fault him at all. You know, he's just coming from the National League, but I've said that he's not ready yet. He should be coming off the bench for me in games and not starting them. And Bowyer needs to realise that sooner rather than later. You know, Shade's been here for a fair while now, and you can see the experience in him. When Tyree Shade first came in, he looked like Canadom does now, as obviously he's just came in. And you look at the difference now with Shade compared to what he was when he first came in. That may be Canadom 6 months down the line, but it's not now. Canadom just should be on the bench for now as an impact player off the bench for me and learning his way through the league. Maybe even learning off Tyree Shade. You know, and he's a player, he is, and he's Shade. He changed that game in the second half, could be odd, off the bench. And Ravan, I thought he was lively. He tried, did some decent things. And obviously Van Kooten, like I say, obviously came on at our time as well. And he made it look more solid at the back than it was. Obviously, I'll be honest, he hasn't been good, and he was rightly so dropped. I even dropped him from my starting lineup, so I didn't think he was good enough. But still, I still think that him, Hartridge and Sibic should be at the back. But yeah, that is that. And like I say, credit to Doncaster. They come and did what they did. They weren't great second half, but they dug in there and they got the 3 points and we didn't. And it's a massive 3 points for Donny and not us. Like I say, Port Vale on Saturday needs to go there and win. No excuses. Bowyer got it wrong tonight. He needs to get it right Saturday. That's an even more bigger game now. And yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else to say other than everything I've said. But yeah, I'm not happy. I'm really not happy. And neither rest of the, more or less, majority of the Brewers fans booing at half-time, booing at full-time. Don't blame any single Brewers fan for doing that at all. That was not good enough. It really wasn't. Play good against the big teams and then come and play like this against Doncaster. Nah, not good enough. Simply not good enough. So, yeah, that is about everything from me, guys. Let's try and get some from Port Vale. I should be going to that game on the weekend. But, yeah. That's it. Like I say, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Smash a like on the video. And yeah, up the Brewers. Bowyer, please get it right on Saturday, please. One thing I will say, at least he was on the touchline and going at the players and trying to get them playing. That's one thing I will say. But yeah, as I say, smash a like, subscribe, all that. And I'll see you in the next one.